24 Victory Shield, where you join us back at Broadwood Stadium in Cumbernauld, just northeast of Glasgow. It's the second game on this opening match day as Wales take on Northern Ireland. Let's get a quick look at the starting lineups for both teams as the Northern Ireland substitutes just make their way out to the technical area. Northern Ireland line up with Michael Doherty in goal, Paul Stanfield, Sonny Traynor, Callum Anderson, Freddie Murdoch, a midfielder to keep an eye on, full of ability, Caleb Sweeney, Luke Haw, Joel Kerr, Charlie Campbell, Eamon Tohill and Harry Goff. For Wales, they line up with Jack Lyons as the goalkeeper starting this one, Alex Godfrey, Carter Haywood, Lennon Moss, Leo Papernick in attack, Logan Cartwright, Isaac Thomas, Rob Tankovic, Lewis Evans, Oliver Salter and Max Hawkins. The referee this afternoon is Cameron Sterling. As the Wales substitutes make their way out to the technical area too. Earlier here inside Broadwood Stadium, host Scotland welcomed last year's winners, Republic of Ireland, with the score finishing 1-1 with a penalty shootout bonus point in play for the hosts. If you're new to the Victory Shield, the under-16 players will play a match of 80 minutes, a point for a draw, which may head to the penalty shootout. 3 points for the victory. And that puts us in a position where a winner in this matchup this afternoon will see the victors top the table at the end of the first match day. These two faced off last year to open the 2023 Shield in a match that finished 1-1. But a new group of players looking for Victory Shield success in Scotland for 2024. And first we'll ask you all at home, if you're watching, to be upstanding for the national anthems of both sides.
And please remain upstanding for the national anthem of Wales.
Wales were joint winners with Scotland in 2021-22 and 2019-2020. Northern Ireland's last success was in 2018-19, but a start with a win and 3 points for either side would put them in a strong position for the remaining two matches that take place this week. The second match day will be on Thursday, 10th of October. Northern Ireland will take on Scotland, Wales will take on the Republic of Ireland, and then on Sunday it finishes up with Northern Ireland against Republic of Ireland and Scotland taking on Wales. Victory Shield, a prestigious tournament held annually, rotated between the 4 participating countries and run by the Schools Association Football International Board. Contested by the under-16s. Plenty of potential and a lot of talent from the United Kingdom and Ireland. Under-16 England team, of course, withdrew from the competition back in 2015, which leaves the 4 competitors that are taking place in this year's event. The 2 captains with the referee in the centre circle will go through the coin toss. A couple of photos to be taken too. And the rest go through their final words of encouragement in the huddles. Callum Anderson, the captain, on the left of Linfield. He's had trials over the last couple of years at Aston Villa and Rangers. And for Wales, Carter Haywood wearing the armband. Made his Swansea under-18s debut in March this year, only 15 years of age. The players have switched sides, so Wales shooting in the all-red kits from left to right. Northern Ireland will go from right to left. Isaac Thomas is ready to take kick-off and get the ball rolling for the second match on the opening afternoon of the 2024 Victory Shield. Immediately Wales launched the tactic on the right wing. There's Alex Godfrey in a tangle early with Joe Kerr. Up it goes. Salter couldn't keep control, but we'll still have possession. That will switch now with the throw-in in Northern Ireland's direction. Trainer's throw for Joe Kerr. Launch forward. Strong hold-up work there from Luke Hott. Northern Ireland will look to settle with some possession after Wales opening that first minute, holding the ball in the bottom right corner. Callum Anderson receives again. Spots Freddie Murdoch. He's in a tussle and the referee blows the whistle for the Northern Ireland free kick. And they will move quickly. Stanfield leaves it. Powerful header forward from Haywood. Kerr battles. And the free kick will go against Eamon Toll. Evans. Comfortable pass and central for Tankovic. Kerr will look to move away for Northern Ireland. Was he brought down? Yes, says the referee. A toughly contested start in the first couple of minutes. It's good working across from Max Hawkins in the red of Wales. And his teammates thought they would have the throw-in to take, but the officials have signalled the decision in favour of Northern Ireland. Here's Michael Doherty. Dungannon Swift's goalkeeper spots the lob ball out for Traynor. Here's Godfrey, whips it into the back post. Doherty well alert to collect. Hot. Kerr spins. It's a forward line of three alongside if he can get to this. It's brave defending across from Evans. Murdoch trying to use his body. Salter. Back for Godfrey. Plays the pass for Wales to keep possession. Here's Haywood. He's patient with the ball. Lennon Moss. It's a move in the left wing. If Haywood could get out there quickly. Moss takes control in a tight area. Defended well. Wales might have the second phase. Lennon Moss in full control there. Applause from his head coach Drew Sherman over in the right technical area. Wales looking very comfortable in possession in this first 6 minutes. Salter may have an overlap to use. It's lovely play. Joe Kerr at the heels for Northern Ireland. And now Northern Ireland screamed to get forward by their captain Callum Anderson. Haywood lofts it. Header in field. Defended by Charlie Campbell there. Haywood. Evans can look either side. Oliver Salter. Back for Alex Godfrey. Evans charged by Kerr. Northern Ireland will look to counter. They could have a 4-on-4. It's still Kerr. Well watched by Evans. And the ball turned behind for the first corner in this match. And it goes the way of Northern Ireland. There's some good height there in the collection towards the edge of the penalty area. They'll look to break away and find space. It's a good looking delivery. Allowed to bounce. Campbell on it. Now Sweeney. There's a few claims there, but play will continue. Can Wales spring a fast attack here? Godfrey aware. Salter involved again. Spins the ball with his studs. can already see how comfortable Haywood and Evans are with the ball. Two central defenders, patient, looking to spot the movement with their vision. Godfrey has an eye on three out wide. Cross drilled over. It's defended well by Anderson, but Northern Ireland can't get it clear. Now they can. That's what Wales will look to do. Just be patient with the ball. Find those spaces when they become available. There was a lot of support on the left side. Alex Godfrey, nothing ahead, so turns back, uses Evans. Haywood has an option on the far side, and will use for arriving. Sweeney clears. Wales will set up as Papernick moves towards the collection, awaiting the throw. He'll peel away back into the penalty area. Moss being forced away by Northern Ireland. Evans launches. Hawkins trying to get there, but didn't have enough space. Northern Ireland have the goal kick. Hawkins in search of Salter at the back. Did it take a deflection? He had a little look towards the assistant. The goal kick is the decision. Campbell back to Doherty. Harry Goff. It's two ahead. Kerr was wide. I just couldn't find the forward with the pass. Oh, chasing Godfrey. Perfect sliding challenge from Traynor. That gives his team possession. Sweeney takes over. Back for Sonny Traynor. Linfield defender. Trying to thread it for Kerr. A couple of moments of frustration for Northern Ireland as he looked to get an attack going on the Wales defence, but they'll settle into this one. Godfrey used frequently already in these early minutes. Claim of handball by Tankovic. Free kick Wales. This could be a dangerous position. Haywood and Evans looking at coming forward. The captain will set up. Northern Ireland looking to leave 12 forward, so that will allow both centre backs to go up to the back of the area. Cartwright is the number 13 for Wales. Tankovic, midfielder on the left. Will it be the left footer to have a go at goal. Tankovic takes. Only finds the side netting. But Wales looking not to stick with the predictable. Try and sneak it in. That Doherty's front post from where the free kick was taken. Now Haw switches it for Northern Ireland, who could be through. And Eamon Tohill gives Northern Ireland the lead right after the Wales free kick. A perfectly sprung counter-attack and a lovely finish to match. It's Wales 0, Northern Ireland 1. He's been involved in Cliftonville's under-18s flawless campaign, winning 24 of their matches. Involvement in the UEFA Youth League tie. And he's taken the lead for his team this afternoon. And a wonderful moment for Eamon Tohill. Congratulated by his teammates. They turned defence into attack quickly. And inside the first quarter of this one, on the opening match day, it's a dream position. And Chris Lindsay, the head coach, must be delighted with the way his players worked that. First big chance of the match. No nerves whatsoever from Eamon Tohill. Haw takes in, pierces it through. Godfrey sweeping up. And you can just see when Northern Ireland do have possession, the movement is pretty much perfect. The crossing runs, the through balls. Godfrey takes over on throwing duties. That's a heavy clash in the middle. The two number 8s, Lennon Moss and Caleb Sweeney, just slow to get back to their feet. And the referee has made an early decision, and that will be to put the name of Sweeney into his book for the yellow card. The screams from the Northern Ireland players just to push further up the pitch. Louis Evans finds Godfrey, stabs for Moss. Lennon Moss takes again, young Aston Villa man. Thomas kept it moving. Salter has it here. He's looking to work some space. Was he clipped by Kerr? The referee says yes, and he'll jog over. And Wales will want to do much better with this opportunity. They've now kept another back for this free kick, but there's still plenty of options in red. Tall figure, number 20, Evans, is up there. It's deep towards Haywood, got his head to it. A danger will pass for Northern Ireland. If you are joining us late, it's currently Wales 0, Northern Ireland 1 in the second of the 2024 Victory Shield matches. Eamon Tohill breaking upfield, one-on-one with Jack Lyons and driving the ball through. And that is the goal that gives Chris Lindsay's side the lead. Evans for Moss, good close control. Now Carter taken over by Thomas. It's two heavies if in search of Logan Cartwright. Northern Ireland will look to launch this one as far up to get out of their own half here. Flick on worked well. Haw takes. Took the officials a couple of seconds to come to a decision, but the referee knows he's not happy with where that throw-in was taken. If you are watching today and thinking you'd love to come along, entry is free for the Victory Shield matches here at Broadwood Stadium. If you are unable to make it, then we'll have all the coverage on the Scotland national team social channels. As Kerr gets in there and nods Northern Ireland into a 2-goal lead inside 20 minutes. They've taken their opportunities and look how delighted the players are. Again, Torin forward, punishing Wales. And Carter Haywood having a conversation with the referee. But the Northern Ireland plan is going to perfection. The Wales players still give their thoughts to the officials. But the goal stands. You could hear the voices of the Northern Ireland players, the loudest now on the pitch, taking in every moment of that celebration. Brilliant movement from Kerr. And can they punish Wales again here? Haw has it. Well, the free kick will go in Wales' direction. You could see the urgency in the Wales players at the moment. Evans will look to start the attack. Salter through the legs of Murdoch. Haw. Now Sweeney looks to lift it on that right side. Tohill, who scored Northern Ireland's first, will keep at the heels of Logan Cartwright of Wales. Lyons launches. Sweeney's composed. Campbell. Haywood in control of his defence as he lets it bounce through to Jack Lyons in the Wales goal. Haywood driving. Thomas pressed but finds Lennon Moss in space in the centre. Oliver Salter, attacking midfielder of Tottenham Hotspur, gives it to Lennon Moss. He's fouled. Another Wales free kick. Northern Ireland will not be too disheartened at that though. They're just trying to keep Wales out of the penalty area. They're guarding it strongly. There's been a few opportunities now for Wales from the set piece position, and Lennon Moss will look to find a head in red for this delivery. There's Tankovic just to the right if he wants to use. Moss goes for goal. And it was dipping late, but clears the crossbar, which Michael Doherty in the Northern Ireland goal will be relieved to see. Over the midway point. Comfortably played out by Northern Ireland. Here's Traynor looking long for Luke Hott, who got the touch. Joe Kerr takes over, scorer of Northern Ireland's second. Wanted it on his right foot, uses Freddie Murdoch. Space out wide. Stanfield, Sweeney, waiting in the box towards Hott. And it's commanding goalkeeping from Jack Lines. They gave the shout and came out to collect. Salter encouraged forward. Pass two with some lovely skill. It goes by again. Moss not afraid to take the ball under control with the opposition around. Louis Evans tried to dart that one through. Now Luke Hott looking to get in on the act. Up against two, support arriving. It's Haw! Gathered by Lines. The two goals already signals it, how threatening do those Northern Ireland attackers look when they get the opportunity. Godfrey can do similar here for Wales. Touched in, and the easy back post finish, and Max Hawkins gets Wales on the score sheet. It may be a bit of a mountain to climb, but there's still plenty of time left in the game, and we're having plenty of goals inside Broadwood Stadium. Wales 1, Northern Ireland 2. It was a perfectly timed move forward from Alex Godfrey. He's taken a lot of the ball on the right side of the pitch this afternoon, but he just pushed forward at the right time. He was aiming for the first option, I think, but Northern Ireland didn't defend, and there was a plan B at the back post. Max Hawkins getting his name on the score sheet. When these two opened last year's Victory Shield, it was a 1-1 draw in that one. But if this opening half hour has been anything to give us an indication of what to expect in the remainder of this game, it's certainly going to be entertaining. Plenty of talent on show. Here is the Wales goal scorer Hawkins. Finds Salter. There's 5 waiting in red in the penalty box. Godfrey's first time cross. The header is in! Leo Papernick brings Wales level. It's 2-2. Godfrey involved in the goal again. And Papernick looks so comfortable with those kind of deliveries. Exactly the type that he feeds off of. And the strong header beats Doherty. And what an effort in such a quick time from Wales to bring this game level after being 2 goals down. Can they now go in the lead? Doherty is guarding in the front of the penalty area. Moss. Wales looking to use that efficient right side again. Salter. Loses out. Traynor. Searching for Haw, but was in a central position, so couldn't get across quick enough to the left wing. Haywood picks up for Wales. Moss closed out by Murdoch. Haw. Now Moss for Wales. Now Alex Godfrey. Can't beat Murdoch. Haw. Wasn't aware that Evans was creeping over his shoulder to win the header. Tankovic for Salter. Rob Tankovic continues, but the space opens up for Oliver Salter, who fancies it. Doherty saw it all the way. Doherty picks out Joel Kerr. He's been quiet since his goal. Evans watching, across for Haw, couldn't take it in. It's smashed clear by Cartwright. Now Papernick doesn't want to let Charlie Campbell settle, so the Northern Ireland defender sends it away for the Wales throw. Murdoch. Sweeney. Dragged down. No advantage for Northern Ireland, so the free kick given by the sound of the whistle. Just under 10 minutes to play. 2-2 the score. If goals is what you're looking for on a Tuesday afternoon, then this is the place to be. Is there another coming here? And the corner awarded. And that would have been some effort if it was to find the back of the net from Rob Tankovic of Cardiff City. But Cardiff City attacker will still be happy for his country to have the corner kick to try and capitalise. Short. Trainer in a tussle. The referee has a look and says there's not much I can do but give the free kick. This is a different angle for Wales here. And another real opportunity to test Northern Ireland. Remember, Wales haven't been in front in this game, coming from 2 goals down to square the scoreline. Evans, Papernick and Haywood all waiting. Salter looking to make a nuisance of himself for Northern Ireland on the goal line. Wales set. Clipped. Headed away. But it's back in. And Northern Ireland get it clear. Godfrey spots Salter. It's good work from Tankovic there. Thomas settles it down. Haywood. Now for Moss, moves it quickly for Evans. Wales with options all over the pitch. Now Northern Ireland will look to go on that sharp attack again. Harry Goff. Joe Kerr picks up the speed. Godfrey was supporting in defence though for Wales. Papernick had to check behind to see where the ball was about to land. And he forces Callum Anderson down. There's a bit of an issue with the way he was clipped. The referee will check that the Northern Ireland captain is okay to continue. Defender, a strong leader of his team. Vocal on the pitch. And you want to try and help his side go back in front. Kerr was the aim. And one in front, one at the back. Stanfield in a race. Takes possession for Northern Ireland. This is Campbell. Wales awarded the throw. Papernick the target. He's crowded out. Thomas. Joe Kerr strong. Moss was just behind the heels of Tankovic. He wanted it in front. Just see the head coach of Wales, Drew Sherman, trying to give some final encouragement for the last few minutes of the first half. Wales Academy programme has undergone quite a bit of change over the last few years, looking to identify the best young talent. To try and progress and develop those players for immediate and future success for the national teams. Cymru Football Association going through quite a bit of that change. You could see early in this game they were comfortable in possession, they had the game plan in mind, but Northern Ireland had tactics of their own and took the lead in incredible fashion before adding to it. Wales though showing character in the first half to fight back. Both head coaches will assess what they're about to say for the half-time interval. As Kerr takes a heavy collision there, but he's right back on his feet to continue. Godfrey back for Evans, who just took a heavy touch off the thigh, and that will switch the throw-in over for Northern Ireland to take. Sonny Traynor spots Kerr. Wales take over now. 2 additional minutes from the 4th official as Luke Haw goes down. Northern Ireland with a late free kick in the first half. It's taken quickly by Murdoch. Sweeney spreads it over for Paul Stanfield, who delivers. It's deep, punched by Lines. Murdoch sweeps up for Northern Ireland. Traynor peels away to the near side, but Callum Anderson doesn't want to force anything and give the ball away. It was difficult for Moss to take. Here's Kerr, who lines it up. Oh, it's a superb strike from Joe Kerr. And this match swings again back into the favour of Northern Ireland, and Joe Kerr has a double. It's a cracking strike from Kerr. He's been dangerous all first half, and inside, added on time, he makes it. Wales 2, Northern Ireland 3. I would say what a time to score, but they've already had a couple that adds to their first half success. But from early to late, that's exactly what Chris Lindsay will be looking to see from his threatening front line. We're inside the second of those added on minutes. How long will there be for Wales to respond? Joe Kerr captained the Glentoran under-16s to the NIFL Academy title. That team scored 94 goals in 29 games. He himself collected 16. And he really looks like a goal scorer. But he's strong in attack, physical. And there's Joe Kerr with the final touch there as the whistle sounds. He's produced a couple of moments of magic in this first half to give Northern Ireland a 3-2 lead. Plenty of goals on the opening day of the 2024 Victory Shield. Eamon Tohill was the first to get on the score sheet in the second match. Joe Kerr made it 2-0 to Northern Ireland before a couple of goals from Wales with Max Hawkins and Leo Papernick putting it to 2-2. And Joe Kerr there driving inside added on time at the end of the first half to make it a 3-2 lead at the interval for Northern Ireland. Both players and coaching staffs will go in to give their half-time thoughts and feedback with some instructions for the second half. As the floodlights come on inside the stadium, we will leave you with some highlights of the first 40 minutes. And boy, isn't there a few to show. Plenty to keep you entertained, to watch again while we take a short break. Please stay with us and join us for what is set to be an entertaining second half in the 2024 Victory Shield opening day at half time. It currently stands Wales 2, Northern Ireland 3. Good afternoon and welcome back to Broadwood Stadium in Cumbernauld, just in the northeast of Glasgow. We're about to get underway for the second half as Wales and Northern Ireland open their 2024 Victory Shield. We've had a 5-goal first half thriller. It currently stands at Wales 2, Northern Ireland 3. As the players in front at the moment make their way out onto the pitch in the white shirts with the green shorts, Wales all in red, have been out warming up for a couple of minutes now on the right. They're ready on the fire in their heels to get going and try and bring themselves level in this game for a second time. Eamon Tohill scored the first. Joe Kerr added a second before Max Hawkins levelled things, got it back for Wales actually, and then Papernick was the one who levelled things with a header. And then Joe Kerr, an added on time, striking to put Northern Ireland back in front. Conor Madden is on for Caleb Sweeney. Sweeney was heavily involved in the midfield battle first half, but a chance for Madden to show what he's capable of for Northern Ireland. And off we go for the second half. Just keeping an eye on the Wales team. Will we see any changes made by the head coach early in the second half? Drew Sherman, appointed Senior National Academies manager a few years ago, spent time in Australian football too. His task with the half-time team talk was to inspire his players to try and get another equaliser. They'll be looking to do that early in the second 40 minutes. But Northern Ireland are the ones threatening to attack. Freddie Murdoch was charging in. I'd imagine be more of the same. The message from Chris Lindsay, the Northern Ireland head coach. Stanfield. Haw. Back for Sonny Traynor. Given away. Thomas finding Hawkins. Rob Tankovic. Control from Godfrey. Cross swung over towards Papernick. And we saw his ability in the air with that first half goal. But he was just caught under that one a little bit, and the ball always rising and no threat from Michael Doherty in the Northern Ireland goal. The conditions have changed a bit for the second half as the wind starts to pick up around the stadium. Wales throw in. A few Cymru senior internationals have all taken part in this competition in recent years. Ethan Ampadu, Nico Williams, Charlie Crew. And for any Scottish football fans watching this one, Dylan Levitt, formerly of Dundee United and now at Hibernian, have all wore red in this competition in recent times. That's lovely skill from Salter, and he continues, wants to find some crossing space. He's having fun on the right side. Hawkins using the right foot. Godfrey. The ball played off Callum Anderson. Wales have the first corner of the second half. Short it goes to Tankovic. Thomas Lobs it forward, Evans will follow in. Very aware goalkeeping from Doherty. There was a few looks from the Northern Ireland defenders towards the assistant. No flag was raised, so the stopper had to be sharp off his line. Great move from Hawkins to find the space. Charlie Campbell was keeping watch. Godfrey on this near side, but switching in terms of direction. Hawkins sees Lennon Moss in space. And the wind is really picking up now around Cumbernauld. There's a stadium where that can often happen. Make it a bit testing for the players competing on the pitch, and the Northern Ireland break could be on, but the assistant raises the flag quickly to deny any opportunity. There's Carter Haywood. Now Godfrey. Evans. Freddie Murdoch, the Everton midfielder, sends it back. Doherty shuffles his feet. Uses that left foot strongly to send it into the sky. Godfrey. Combative with the header. Tankovic was spinning. Kerr drives that one upfield. Papernick makes his move. Lovely touch. Will he have to go alone? It's a strong save from Doherty. There's fantastic work from Papernick too. A difficult body position to try and bring the ball in, but he carried it forward. And not only that, he managed to get it into a position for the shooting chance. But Michael Doherty was very strong in his save and didn't allow Wales to get back on level terms again. Lennon Moss just took his eye off that one. And we'll have to turn back. Alex Godfrey will act quarterback. And the flick on from Cartwright will not cause any Northern Ireland danger. It's rolled out to Murdoch, spins in the middle of three. Gets the pass forward for Harry Goff. Jack Lyons is the Wales goalkeeper. Listed with West Brom. Callum Anderson, composed. Here's Freddie Murdoch. Stanfield threads that one up towards Tohill. In an attacking position. He lifts it, but the flag is pointing across the pitch to signal a goal kick for Wales. The ball run across the white paint as Northern Ireland run out of room. Evans did well there, and Oliver Salter opened up his body to take that ball in on the right foot, but he was dragged and pulled, and the yellow card is out. I think that was Sonny Traynor. But Northern Ireland will focus their attentions on defending now. Wales searching to even the match. The referee has a few things to sort out in the battle for position. Cartwright's left foot couldn't beat the first few defenders. Freddie Murdoch scrapping away on the ground. Wales come away with possession. Moss, can he find Salter? Did he win the race? No, says the assistant. The Victory Shield, historically an under-15s tournament. It's taken place every year since World War II. Switched to under-16s after the 2001 competition to fall in line with the UEFA setup. With England's withdrawal in 2015, they were replaced by the Republic of Ireland, who were up against Scotland earlier. That match finished 1-1 with Scotland claiming the bonus point on penalties. Here's Lennon Moss. He gets the effort away, but he looked to be rushing it just with those couple of touches. There was an air of anticipation around the stadium. If he could maybe have struck that one earlier. But Doherty will be happy that his defenders closed the space down, and he'll go long with the kick. Campbell sending it forward to Kerr. It's an interesting battle between Joe Kerr and Alex Godfrey on the far side. That's one that's over from the signal of the throw-in. Wales corner. Northern Ireland have everyone back around the box to defend. They're in the winning position as it stands. The outswinger is towards Papernick. Fingertips there from Michael Doherty. Hawkins settles for another corner. Lennon Moss has time. Tohill clears with the head. Kimberley look to recycle. Salter. With those quick feet. Evans. Thomas for Carter Haywood. The captain finds Cartwright. Early cross. Moss is strong. Papernick just couldn't get the touch with his toes. Alex Godfrey. Just turned 15 on Friday. Eamon Tohill, who started the scoring way back in the first half. Haw takes over. Joe Kerr, who's already got two. His options left and right. That's a wonderful pass. There's brilliant closing down from Max Hawkins. The attacker back to defend. another goal scorer in this game. Corin Madden looking to make an impact after coming on as a half-time substitute. He'll have the chance to provide an option short for this corner too. What about that pass from Joe Kerlow across the pitch, cutting across. Corner delivered. Difficult to defend. Madden has it. Left for Murdoch. Strong defending from Carter Hatewood. And Wales have the goal kick. Free waiting for Northern Ireland. Cartwright gets enough on it for now. Eamon Tohill delivers. Evans heads away. Danger not over. Harry Goff is trying to pull the strings, but Wales will come away with the ball. Oliver Salter juggling on the ground. He's still going. He's away from Madden. He'll pause for support. Madden didn't give it up though. Haw takes it in. Harry Goff filled by Lennon Moss. Northern Ireland free kick. Quickly taken. Madden, will Eamon Tohill get there? And the whistle sounds from the referee as Wales are about to make a couple of subs. Drew Sherman looking to freshen things up in search of another equaliser. Max Hawkins goes off. The young Liverpool attacker scored a goal for his side. Jacob Norris comes on for Wales, and Alex Godfrey. There's another taken off. And Konate, number 14, taking his place on the pitch. Both Jacob Norris and Keenan Konate of Cardiff City. What impact can they have for Kimry in this second half? Freddie Murdoch finds Callum Anderson. The trainer forward. Close to linking up. Wales free kick. We could see that urgency. It's given away. Goff goes down. Northern Ireland flip possession on its head. What will they do here? It's quite central. Looking to clip it in behind the Wales defence. Lennon Moss takes possession over. Salter has two to his right. He can only find Sonny Traynor. And Northern Ireland colours and the yellow card shown. And that looked to be shown to Freddie Murdoch. Not happy with the way Wales were prevented in pushing forward. Salter with a lovely cushioned pass first time. Early delivery. Sent away by Charlie Campbell. The wind picks up again at Broadwood. Carter Haywood. Paternick. And the chance there. And Salter can't take advantage. It's brilliant reflexes and reactions from Michael Doherty. He was strong as he tried to push away the first chance. And it looked like the second was about to be taken. But the goalkeeper of Dungannon Swift stretching across to deny Wales with a great opportunity. Northern Ireland goalkeeper, no success at a young age from the under-15 Northern Ireland Cup and All-Ireland Cup Winners' Cup with Dungannon Swifts earlier in the year. Norris prevented an attack for Wales. Luke Hawn happy in the front line for Northern Ireland with the referee. We may not have been treated to the goal fest we had in the first half so far, but there's an air of tension around the stadium. How important it would be for the sides to pick up points in their first match in the 2024 Victory Shield. And Northern Ireland scoring 3 and currently in a winning position, don't want to give anything up. But Wales have taken confidence for how much they've had of the ball and coming back from 2 goals down to level at 2-2. But the scoreline's still not where they want it to be. Harry Goff goes off for Northern Ireland, replaced by Finlay Ross. Haywood for Wales. It's behind Cartwright. Forward from Moss. Stanfield looks to stand up strong. Freddie Murdoch keeps his balance. Callum Anderson drives it forward for Corin Madden. He sprints away. Still doesn't give it up. Tankovic searching on the right wing. Here's Haywood. Lennon Moss. Logan Cartwright. Oliver Salter had that big chance. Threw up against Doherty. Can he pull the strings? Lennon Moss now. 3 to aim for. Finds Norris. Drives across. Doherty stretches and collects. Not looking to let any scraps be left around the 6-yard area. Conan Madden looking to release Kerr. Races, makes something of it. Wales will defend. Salter in field. Keane Konate is brought down late, and the yellow card is shown to Finlay Ross, the Northern Ireland substitute. Wales are about to make another change. That's Enzo Romano. He's about to come on for Isaac Thomas. Enzo Romano is an interesting one. He was signed by the Barcelona Football Academy at 7 years old. Played a friendly, went on holiday to the Spanish city, invited to trials. 15-year-olds now at CF Dam. Is he the one with the magic in the second half to get Wales level again? Evans goes short. Salter returns. Here is the substitute, Romano. Haywood. Cartwright gets to the byline. Cuts it back, but the ball goes out of play. Wales know they've had plenty of the ball to create some opportunities. Northern Ireland quite content with that lead and the way they've defended so far. Here's Jacob Norris. Stanfield. Finlay Ross has a look up. Swings the ball over for Joe Kerr. Northern Ireland looking for a fourth. Currently 3-2 ahead. The pass just a touch too heavy. Remember, these are 80-minute matches. If the score's level at the end of the game, we'll go to a bonus point penalty shootout, but Northern Ireland in command at the moment. They have their hands on the lead. Can they finish match day one in the 2024 Victory Shield on top? Salter prevented from moving forward, but he'll have the free kick. Evans rolls for Carter Haywood. Northern Ireland still had Freddie Murdoch down. Papernick with the layoff. Salter crowded out. Enzo Romano looks to get things rolling again. Logan Cartwright. Evans. In for Tankovic. Couldn't turn. There's that physicality again from Joel Kerr. Looks so in control. Stanfield of Cliftonville. That's a challenge from Finlay Ross that will result in the Northern Ireland throw-in. Eamon Tohill heads for the corner, plays it off Logan Cartwright and wins the corner kick. So often hear game management spoken about at the top levels of football when it comes to the analysis. And that's an example of it there from Northern Ireland. That allows support to arrive for the corner. The kind of positions that they'll work in training. It's delivered, dipping, cleared away by Konate. Sonny Traynor restarts. Kerr returns. Enzo Romano takes now. Can Wales find the forward spaces? Evans feeds it for Tankovic. There's a painful one and a scream in the middle, and that will be a Northern Ireland free kick. Inside the final 10 minutes. Northern Ireland's results in the 2023 Victory Shield are 2 draws and a defeat. They played against Wales in the opener last year and that finished 1-1. They drew 2-2 with Scotland before losing 3-1 to the Republic of Ireland in the final match. Drew Sherman will take the Wales players over for almost a timeout in a sense to try and plot the return to level terms. Wales did pick a victory up last year's Victory Shield. They finished second in the table. That draw, of course, on the opening day, as I just mentioned, with Northern Ireland. A 3-2 narrow defeat against the Republic of Ireland, and then a final day victory against Scotland, 2-0 winners. Remember, Thursday is the next match day. Northern Ireland will take on Scotland. Republic of Ireland are the opponents for Wales. Scotland, Northern Ireland's 11:30 AM, 3:30 for Republic of Ireland in Wales. Paul Moreno comes on for Rob Tankovic. And Logan Cartwright is off, with George Robinson coming on in his place. Robinson is a Southampton youngster. He'll take his position. Robinson clearing it early. Norris was there. It'll come through for Corin Madden. He has Hall with him. It's still Madden. Haywood shuts out the space. Northern Ireland corner. Over it goes. Looked like a vicious corner kick. Wales look to break. Here's Oliver Salter. It trickled through to Norris. You could hear the roar of how that was defended. Now Northern Ireland will make their change. Eamon Tohill, the player going off. opened the scoring way back early in the first half. So we'll go off to the pitch at this near side. And Jack May comes on. The Linfield player scored in last season's National League Cup final as Linfield under-14s beat Ballymena United. Wales on the attack. A heavy touch in the box. And Northern Ireland celebrate the defending. Togetherness shown as they put their bodies in front of everything to try and hold on to this lead and hold on to what will be important Victory Shield points. Theo Pitt. It's ahead of Salter. Romano around, Salter takes it now. Murdoch keeping an eye, as is Kerr. Madden takes away. Enzo Romano wins it back for Wales. Some cramp. Both sets of players have put so much into this game, and a very entertaining match it has been. An almost frantic start in the first half. 5 goals between the two. It's been a scoreless second half, but with the quality we witnessed in the first 40 minutes, the drama with Joe Kerr's late first half goal and added on time. Will we have another at the end of the second? Referee blows to say the ball was out of play. Northern Ireland have the throw. Upfield from Stanfield. Corin Madden doesn't have much support in the penalty area at the moment, so he heads for the corner. Pitt took the touch. Stanfield throws. Oh, holds on the line into the arc. He's trying to put it out for the corner. Kerr strong, but he gives it straight to Moreno. It's fed forward. Papernick. The challenge was missed by Anderson. It's Leo Papernick. Oh, dramatic finish. Keane Connaughton celebrates in the corner. A punishing Wales counter-attack down the left side. Brilliant work from Leo Papernick. And Keane Connaughton, the Cardiff City youngster, had to be composed, and he battered it into the back of the net. It's Wales 3, Northern Ireland 3. A late goal in the first half, the way of Northern Ireland. A late goal in the second half, the way of Wales. Incredible. What a match we've had at Broadwood this afternoon. So much quality on show, so much ability from these young players. It's been a thriller to watch. Are we heading to a penalty shootout to separate the teams? Haywood fires forward looking for Robinson. Brilliant work from Enzo Romano. Driven back. I think that was Traynor clearing away at the back post. That time it's Stanfield up towards the halfway line. Salter's touch was heavy. Ross forcing his way forward. How much additional time will we have at the end of this half? Theo Pitt, the Blackburn Rovers defender, standing strong. Four minutes additional time. Some battling challenges going in now. Romano. Moss goes down. Wales want a winner. It's Salter. Thought about the shot. Moss heads out wide for George Robinson. Somehow gets the crossover. He's using his body not only to fight off the defender, but also using that left leg to wedge the ball into the box. Jack Lyons will hold. Salter challenged. Is there a Northern Ireland break here? Finlay Ross. Wales getting numbers back now in red. As Kerr showing that quality. Pitt stops on the stretch. The ball crossed the line. Northern Ireland corner. Is this about to swing back again? Northern Ireland don't have too many in the box. There's more around the outside. It's a deep one, but it goes behind and no threat to Jack Lyons. How much time will the referee allow? Will Wales manage? There's a quick look at the watch from the official. Haywood turns to look forward. Norris is set off in the forward line, as is Moss. Enzo Romano spreads it out to the far side. There's claims both ways, and the referee awards the Wales corner. Paul Moreno to take. It's high, swinging. Karate was there. Robinson has a look around. Enzo Romano. Madden with the challenge. It sticks with Romano. Kanate. Salter. Moreno. Romano. Northern Ireland take it. It's Madden. Left for Traynor. Challenge in on Kerr, who screams in pain. And the referee blows the whistle. The yellow card is shown. Cian Canate getting his name on the score sheet, now in the book. Now what can Northern Ireland do here? Corin Madden to take. Drives it over. It drops. Cian Canate takes away, and the referee blows the full-time whistle in what has been a thrilling match between Wales and Northern Ireland. 5 goals in the first half, only 1 in the second, but what a dramatic strike it was from Cian Canate, the Cardiff City youngster, following in at the back post from the brilliant work down the left side by Leo Papernik, first skipping the challenge, and now a point shared either way. And just like we had in the earlier match between Scotland and the Republic of Ireland, we will go to a penalty shootout between Wales and Northern Ireland to see who will take the bonus point. We'll look to feed you some of the highlights from that incredible 80 minutes between the two sets of players who fought for everything and threw their all into the opening day of the Victory Shield. And an example of what we can witness over the course of this week at Broadwood Stadium. If what you've watched so far has been exactly what you're looking for midweek football entertainment, we're back again on Thursday at 11:30, Scotland against Northern Ireland. That's 11:30 kick-off. And 3:30, it's Republic of Ireland against Wales. And then the matches finally taking place on Sunday the 13th of October. But before all that, we have the drama of a penalty shootout. The match officials will go through the instructions with the captains in both teams and decide in which direction they will be taken. Some fantastic quality on show this afternoon. Eamon Tohill opened the scoring early in the first half after a wonderful Northern Ireland break. Joe Kerr nodded in at the front post to make it 2-0 for Chris Lindsay's side, and then it was Wales getting back on level terms. First, Max Hawkins gave them that opportunity, and then Leo Papernik with a rising header nodding down beyond the goalkeeper Doherty, and then Joe Kerr fancied another. He was dribbling forward, looking to open up the foot, and struck with a vicious effort, and that gave Northern Ireland the lead again for the half-time break. Wales fought and fought. They showed that character first half, and they showed it again in the second. Some fantastic work from Papernik once more on the left side, and the substitute Cian Canate was driving in, and he powered the ball into the back of the net. The sides not separated after the 80 minutes, so here we are, the penalty shootout. The referee just talks through the events with both goalkeepers. Is there a big moment for Jack Lyons or Michael Doherty? Lyons of West Brom, Doherty of Dungannon Swifts, looking to be the hero for their teams, and that line of defence for the penalties. Leo Papernik of Cardiff City places the ball on the spot. Up against Doherty. It'll be a straight run up. He moves out to the left and blazes it over the crossbar. He went for power rather than placement. And Northern Ireland, shooting second, have the chance to go in front. And Leo Papernik cannot believe it. Consoled by Jack Lyons. A tough moment for the forward. And now it's Joe Kerr. His name on the score sheet twice in the first half. It's the Glentoran man to step up to the penalty spot. And Kerr drives it wide. A sigh of relief from Leo Papernik and the Wales players. And a show of encouragement from Kerr's Northern Ireland teammates and the togetherness from both sets of players on show. Pressure moments for these youngsters. Enzo Romano, the young Wales substitute. Can he strike first? It's Romano. Makes no mistake. Driven down the middle. Wales ahead in the first of the second round of the penalties. It's Luke Hott, the Ballymena United man, who starts the run-up. And Hott, it's saved! Jack Lyne stretching down to his left with a strong save. And Wales, after the second round, are in front. It's Lennon Moss, the Aston Villa man, ready to take up against Doherty. And Moss scores. Great penalty. Doherty went flying but couldn't stop. And Northern Ireland really want to score here to stop Wales from getting away with it. Running away with it. Jack May ready to take. And May scores. Northern Ireland on the board in the penalties. And that really asked the question of the Wales players now. Broadwood Stadium almost silent. Oliver Salter is next. Tottenham Hotspur midfielder steps up. And it's saved by Doherty. And Northern Ireland now have the chance to draw level on the spot kicks. It's Corin Madden, labelled the golden child of Cliftonville. It's saved! Powerful, but as was Jack Lyne's. Wales remain ahead. And Paul Moreno has the chance to finish it. A calm walk back from Moreno. Up he steps. Oh, it's fantastic! Paul Moreno gets the bonus point for Wales Incredible stuff. 2-0 down in the first half. 3-2 down at half time. A late goal to level. And they're victorious in the Victory Shield in the penalty shootout opening day. And the players not forgetting the role of Jack Lyons, the West Brom goalkeeper, had to play in the shootout. He stood up to the spot kicks. And what a moment for those young Wales players. A tough one to take for the Northern Ireland squad. But both teams know this is just the start of the 2024 Victory Shield action. What an entertaining opening day we've had at Broadwood Stadium. A 1-1 draw between Scotland and Republic of Ireland with a 4-3 Scotland penalty win earlier. 3-3 it finished in this one, with Wales taking the bonus point. We'll leave you with some of the highlights from what was a thrilling match between Wales and Northern Ireland this afternoon. Remember, there is plenty more to come in the coming week. Thursday, the next two matches, 10th of October, Scotland-Northern Ireland at 11:30, Republic of Ireland-Wales at 3:30, before the final matches on Sunday, 13th of October. My thanks from the team here at Broadwood Stadium, bringing you the first day of two fantastic Victory Shield matches on the opening day. I've been Stuart Mitchell. Thanks very much for joining us this afternoon. Some thrilling action and plenty more to come. It finished at Broadwood Stadium. Wales 3, Northern Ireland 3. Wales winning the bonus point on penalty kicks.